Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm so glad that you are here and that I'm able to interview you again. And I was thinking, you were the first person that I ever interviewed in this group.
Really? Is that
Yeah.
the truth? Amazing. I'm so honored.
Yeah. It was when you were the decluttering strategist and we were
Mhm.
talking about decluttering.
Exactly. I so remember, and things have evolved obviously from there. And it's just taken me into a lot of different areas that I've seen that people are in need of, from not just the decluttering, but so many other areas in their lives. And I'm so excited to talk to your group about it today.
Yeah, me too, because I've been with you during this. So let's start out. You introduce yourself and what you do and kind of how you got here.
Awesome. Well, hello everyone. I'm Aja Vancica. I'm with loveaja.com. And what I do is I coach coaches how to coach. So what that means is that I teach coaches how to effortlessly and confidently connect with and coach their ideal clients and manifest their aligned, soul-led, however the hell I want life and business that they desire. And I also teach them how to teach their clients to do the same. So I got here I've been coaching for a little over 7 years, and I've done so many different things. And most of the time, my coaching has really revolved around what I've been going through in my own life, as many of us can really relate to what's going on in our lives and really talking about it with our family and our friends. So that's kind of like how my coaching has been. Like, even like right now, it's just like, what's your title, Aja? I don't have one. Like, I don't give myself a title anymore because it's like, whatever, I'm a coach, I'm a coach. So throughout the years of coaching and working with many clients, what I find is that, especially with coaches, the mindset pieces that coaches need to have in order to confidently and effectively coach their clients, that confidence piece is missing quite often. So that's what I really am working on these days, is helping them to bring that level up to their higher self so they can really manifest some beautiful things in their own lives as well as for their clients as well. So that's what's been happening.
And in our talking back and forth, we've recognized how much that even relates to weight loss. So tell me about the epiphany you had recently about your confidence and your weight loss.
Okay, girl and girls, let me tell y'all. Okay, let me say this. Oh my gosh. I was telling Kim that what I realized is that when I started to really tap into my higher self, when I started to really get clear on what my goals were and how it is that I wanted to feel, and really started to feel those, the eating and the how I wanted to eat and the goals that I wanted to accomplish for myself, for my health, they just started to manifest. Why? It's because I had a different mindset about who I was, who I wanted to be. And because of that, and getting into the energy of being that person, I was able to realize, number one, I remember I was telling you, Kim, that one day I was starting to stress out. And the first thing I did was think about the refrigerator. It's like, oh, I want to eat something. And I realized that, it was like I stopped dead in my tracks. And I was just like, oh, that is something that I've never done before, that I actually attribute it. We all know it, right? We all know that your emotions and all that, and you stress eat, you emotional eat. But have you ever really stopped in your tracks and it's like, oh, I recognize that right there. That's what's going on. That was an epiphany for me, because it really changed the way that I looked at a lot of things, because that's when I realized that, oh, this confidence thing, this whole feelings into that guide your actions, and these thoughts and the feelings that guide your actions, it's not just in different parts of your life. It's something that you can actually do for your eating and for your and so I was psyched about that. I was just like, Kim, oh my gosh, guess what just happened? So I'm excited to share this with you guys today, because it is so real. It is so real, and I'm just excited about it.
Yeah, I love it. And I love that, because another time when you and I were talking was, and I don't know if you remember this time, it was months ago, and you'd had a rough day at work and you were really tired. And even though you prefer not to eat meat, you stopped and got 2 burgers on the way home. And so when we were talking, I said, okay, what did you do when you ate those burgers? And you said, I just sat down and I just ate them. And I said, what would you have been doing had you not eaten those? And you said, oh, I would have been doing this, 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 and this. And it was that moment. And it was that moment for me too, where we both realized sometimes we eat because our body wants to relax, or our body's telling us something, and we're not listening because we've so often just gone to food to fix it.
Exactly. That is something that is very true. I remember that day.
And then she said, I hate you.
Kim hears that from me quite often because just like Kim is my coach too. So she hears I hate you very often because she's right. I mean, she's right. And especially when she's throwing my own stuff back on me, and it's just like, lady, that's not how things work. And she's like, yes, ma'am. Yes, this is exactly how it works. So, but that was really something that was so true for me, that even the hamburgers it was something quick. It was easy. But it wasn't what I wanted. It wasn't what I needed. It wasn't what was going to actually help me to feel the way that I wanted to feel. It was just something to bypass. It was just something in the moment. And that's where, with this confidence, and that's where with the really getting clear on your goals and really, really, really figuring out what is going to help you to get into the feelings to accomplish those goals really come into play. And if I had have been thinking like that then, this girl would not have eaten those hamburgers.
It blew my mind when we figured that out.
Yes.
And that's the cool thing too. Like, I was coaching you on weight loss, but we ended up helping each other out. And that was like a pivotal moment, I think, for both of us.
Yes.
And I've been able to use that example numerous times in my coaching, and they're like, oh my gosh, yeah. So I'm thinking, when you're talking about living the life the way you want to live it, tell me about the plastic on the lamps.
I mean, y'all see how she does? Oh my God. Okay. All right. So I have these lamps, and I absolutely love these lamps. I bought these lamps, maybe 2 years ago at this point, and they have had the plastic on them for the whole time. So I move into my dream home, which this is my dream home, and Kim and I are on a call, and she was just like, but why do you have plastic on the lamps? And of course I did one of these numbers. Roll my eyes at her. I was like, oh. Because, she's like, well, if you're living the life that you want to live, like you say that you want to live, why do you have that plastic on those daggone lamps? Oh my gosh, you're so right. I removed the plastic from the lamps the next day because I realized what that meant for me. What that meant for me was, it was something that was a mindset thing that was like holding me into this little box of stifleness. Really, it was stifling. It was not allowing me to move into the direction that I wanted to move. I mean, not literally, but it was part of that. I mean, it's the little things that we have in our lives that we can see that keep us stuck and keep us in the same mindset and the same situations. And so that's what that represented for me. It was just like, oh my gosh, all these things that I've manifested in my life, and I'm stuck on some plastic on a lampshade. I wanted to enjoy it, right? What's the plastic on there for? Really, I wanted to enjoy my lamps. So I'm going to show you guys right now. I took the lamp.
Ta-da! Aren't they nice?
They are gorgeous. They are absolutely gorgeous. And I love them. And I love that you were able to recognize that and just like, excuse me, ma'am, all of the things that you're doing, you're manifesting in your life and your business. what's up with that? What does that really mean? And that was an eye opener for me. That was just like, oh, she did that. I had her.
Yeah. So I want to talk about manifesting as well, because manifesting can be misinterpreted very easily. Now I think we've lost your audio.
You can't hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can. Okay.
I was just quiet listening.
So people, I think, there are people who think, well, if I just say I want $1,000, then I'm going to get $1,000. Or if I say I want to lose 50 pounds, then it's just going to happen and I'm going to lose 50 pounds. So I want to talk about the real manifesting, like how we need to do that. Because at first, when you were talking manifesting, I was like, no. So talk on that.
A lot of people think that way. A lot of people think, no, not the manifesting, not that. I don't believe in that. It's like hoopla. No, that's not a real thing. The truth of the matter is that manifesting is not just about the thoughts, as they have. Everybody thinks, oh, your thoughts into your reality, your thoughts into your reality. That's not what it really is about. What it's about is that if you have to understand that your feelings, they control every action that you do. Like, we can prove that, right? We know this. We know that Aja had the stressful feeling. She started going towards the refrigerator, right? I just told you guys that was like that's a real thing that happened. And well, I didn't go to the refrigerator, but that's your thoughts. Your feelings control all of your actions. But what's controlling your feelings? It's your thoughts. That's where the manifesting starts to come in, is when you start to understand that your thoughts are what control your feelings, and your feelings are what drive your actions. I love to use the example of Law and Order SVU, Special Victims Unit. It's so dramatic. Like, yeah. It's so dramatic. It's just like, oh my gosh, this is some raw, rough stuff over here in this show. But you can really see what the actions are, where they came from, the feelings of the person. You can see, you can almost be like, uh-oh, I know what's getting ready to happen now, because you can see the feelings going on and what that person is about to do, so it's no different in our own lives. But what those feelings actually come from are your thoughts. So when you think thoughts into reality, it really is the thoughts driving the feelings, and the feelings are creating the actions that are actually leading you to manifest the thoughts that you're having. So there's some actions in there. So we can't bypass the fact that it's the feelings that are driving the actions. But the fact is that whatever it is that you're thinking, that's what's creating the feelings. And then the feelings are what's driving the action. So it really is thoughts into reality, but there's a whole middle section in there.
Exactly. And there's people that are actually leaving that out.
Yeah, exactly. They're leaving that out. And that's really very, very sad for the people. They're missing out. They're making people miss out on actually how people can retrain their brain, how they can successfully start to think about what it is, look at how awareness of what it is that they're thinking, and decide to make a different choice about what they're thinking, because then they can understand that whatever it is they're thinking is going to drive those feelings, and whatever it is that they're feeling is going to drive their actions. So I'm really sad about that they are leaving that out. There's a whole section there. And you guys, you know what? I'm going to spill the beans, Kim.
Yes, yes.
Kim and I are on this. Like, we are on this 100%, and we are going to stick. We're going to stick, okay? We're going to stick it, and I want you to explain to them what stick is. We are teaming up together, and I'm so excited to explain it, Kim. Please tell them all.
So you have, let's say you've tried diet after diet after diet, and nothing sticks. You lose weight, and then it comes back on. And you're at the point where you're like, I've tried everything, nothing works, nothing sticks. And there's a missing element in there. And this is what we're teaming up to talk about. So STYC is STYC, and it's an acronym for So That You Can. And this is exactly what Aja was talking about, where your thoughts drive your feelings drive your actions, right? Did I get that right? There's
yes,
more.
absolutely. Yes.
So what's often missing is the so that you can. So you can just let me read the little blurb that we've come up with.
Yes.
So That You Can is a group for women who are insecure and uninspired, ready to successfully lose weight and take empowered action so that they can confidently stop hiding, leave fear behind, experience overflowing joy, and live their life like they're on top of the world.
I mean, do you all really understand what that means for you? So that you can. So that you can. You literally get to finish that sentence with whatever it is that you're wanting to have in your world. So that whatever it is you're wanting to experience, you get to finish that. So that you can what? So that you can spend time with your family without feeling loss of energy. So that you can go hiking without fear of that you won't be able to get back down the mountain, so that you can go on an airplane ride without having to buy 2 seats or whatever the case.
The seatbelt extender, oh my gosh.
Exactly.
Fit in a booth at the restaurant.
Exactly. Those things, so that you can be your best, live your best life, because that's what it's all about, so that you can experience whatever feeling, whatever emotion, so that you can have all the joy in the world. This is what this program is all about. This is what this is going to give you.
Yeah.
What the main thing is, I really want you guys to take away from here is that this program is really all about leading to your feelings and your feelings leading to your actions. That's something that we dive heavily in, because it doesn't matter what you decide, whatever kind of eating plan you want to have, if you don't have the skills and the wherewithal to be able to get yourself to that point. And this is where the confidence comes in. Everything that we do is driven by our feelings. That's why it's so amazing that we're going to give you this confidence piece so that you can make the right choices for yourself. That's what it's all about, right? It's all about the choices. A lot of times we're not making the right choices, and the reasons are is because we don't have that motivation. Sometimes we're uninspired. We don't really know exactly what the right thing is to do, and we're just, the willpower thing is there too as well. That's where the mindset comes in. Kim and I'm excited. I'm so freaking excited about this.
Me too.
So we are teaming up. We're going to do this in mindset fashion and health-wise fashion, so that you can.
I know. I catch myself saying it more now. And I'm like, oh, I love this.
So you can be your most amazing, bestest ever self. My thing, when we were coming up with this, we actually sat down and talked about what it was that we wanted for our own selves, because it's not just about you all learning and doing all the things, but we're still doing these things as well. We're human. Everybody in the world wants to get to another level. You think Oprah's not trying to get to another level just because she's Oprah? No, she wants to go to her next level self, and then after that, her next level self. And we're the same way. We may have accomplished a certain amount of goals or manifested a certain kind of a lifestyle or weight or whatever, but that doesn't mean that we don't still have other goals. So we're in it with you. These are still the same methods that we use ourselves. So we're not teaching you anything different that we don't use or that our clients haven't used to actually come into alignment, get into that free flow energy, and create the life that you want to have. Or should I say, so that you can create the life that you want to have. I love it. So this is going to be really amazing. And one of the best things is that it's only $197. Where are you going to get that? I mean, access to us every week, like laser coaching. I mean, one-on-one coaching alone costs more than $197. You're getting us for 30 days. And one-on-one coaching, laser coaching in the training.
Actually, you get better than one-on-one, because you get both of us.
Both of us.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. So,
and there's programs out there that don't do that.
There's not a program out there like this. Go find it. There isn't one.
No, we looked.
Yeah, we looked, exactly. That's why we're creating this. There's nothing like this. It's the steps that are missing in a lot of programs. It's the mindset pieces that don't come with it, along with how to actually create the plan for yourself. Like, we all want to eat differently. We all don't want to be on keto. We all don't want to be vegans. So you get to create that unique blueprint and plan for your own self in this program. But you also get the most incredible thing, which is the life-changing mindset that comes with that you need to have so you can create that beautiful blueprint for yourself. I'm freaking excited. You guys, there is nothing like this on the market. And I am so excited that we're teaming up to give this to you. I mean, this is going to be amazing.
It is. It's so funny, though, when you messaged me and said, do you want to do a 4-week program that works on mindset and weight loss with me? And I'm like, I don't want to do another program. Like, I'm thinking she wants us to enroll in something. And I'm thinking, it's really what the two of us do. Why do we want to go do that? And she's like, she calls me and she's like, Kim, that's not what I mean. Then when she told me, I was like, oh my gosh, yes, we have to do this. And I love it. Yeah.
We have to do this. There's nothing like this on the market. So if you are interested, then please message Kim so that we can get you the information. And we would love, love, love to have you on the program. It is starting on June the 29th.
Yes.
All right. Yes. Did I get my dates right? Yes, June the 29th. And we're excited. We're just fantabulously, like, I just want to scream it from the top of the roof. That was what I was saying. Is we actually sat down, we came up, we were talking about what it is that we wanted to accomplish, how we wanted to feel. And that's what kind of started driving this program, is what we wanted. And we wanted to be able to bring you along and give you the same thing. So you can have the most magnificent life ever.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting to be able to do this together and to bring people along with us and just transform people's lives and minds. And like, even just me thinking about us working on this together has brought some of that joy. And I haven't lost any weight since doing it, but it's that mindset where it's like, oh my gosh, like, I'm motivated now.
Yes, absolutely. It doesn't matter if you're wanting to lose 10 pounds or if you're wanting to lose 110 pounds. It really doesn't matter, because that's the beauty about this, is that it's so individual for you, because you are learning how to create your own plan and learning good habits for your own self in your lives and what actually drives you. A lot of group coaching programs, they just don't do that. You know, a lot of coaching programs just don't do that because it focuses on what it is that you're supposed to do. But we're burning all those rules. We are burning the rules down. We are lighting them on fire, because you get to do what you need to do to get into your own feel-good energy, your own alignment, so that you can take your next best steps. That's what it's all about. So you can learn to take your next best steps. It's really important. That's a really important piece of having the life and manifesting the life that you really want, is really learning how to do the things that you need to do to take the next best steps. So
yeah, because I was with a health coach, and she was trying to get me to do intermittent fasting. Well, it wasn't working for me. And so she kept, like, she's pushing and pushing and pushing. And I was getting to the point where I didn't even want to get on a call with her, because for me, myself, I can't do fasting. It works for other people. Then I had another coach who wanted me to follow a keto plan. If I don't have my whole grains, I get miserable. Like, it affects my serotonin levels.
Right.
And so the same kind of thing, like, I can tell you this is the way I eat, but that may not work for you.
Exactly.
So that's something that I've been actually talking to Aja about, that's something I'm struggling with, because I'm like, they're not following the diet. And she's like, well, ask them, what do they want to eat? So through all of this that we've been sharing each other's programs with one another, we were just like, let's do this together.
Let's do this together. Let's do
We're
this.
a good team.
We really are. I mean, Kim and I, from the day that we met, have been like,
yes. And it's funny, we've never met in person. Aja's in Georgia and I'm in Ontario, Canada. So
yes,
one of these days we're going to meet.
Yes, Tom, we're going to be Thelma and Louise. We're going to be on a road trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the other thing that I wanted to also talk about is because I know that, Kim, you're very, very immersed in spirit. And this program also gives you that as well, because it really is about you and your lifestyle. Yeah. So Kim's Christian, I'm actually Muslim. And what that is.
We couldn't really be more polar opposites in every area of our lives.
Kim's white and I'm black. But that's the beauty of it, is that when you go through this program, you are building everything according to what your lifestyle is, what your wants are, what your next level higher self looks like. That's what you're developing here. Let me be honest with you all. You don't get to your next level higher self without becoming your next level higher self now. You just don't. You don't get to that body or that health goal or the lifestyle goal or the business goal. You don't get to any of that without becoming your next level self now. It's not going to wait. Your next level self is just going to be sitting there if you decide, well, I'll wait. No, whatever spiritual goals you have, if you want to go to church more, if you want to tithe more, if you want to become more connected to the higher power of your understanding, if you want weight loss goals, if you want business goals, if you want relationship goals, that's something that you get to discover for yourself and decide. Decide. Am I stuttering here? Or am I already Make a choice. You get to do that here and learn what it takes to get there. You get to develop that. Is that not the most incredible thing? We're not telling you that you have to be in a box. You get to decide what that looks like. You get to decide what the box. If you want it to be a circle, it gets to be a circle. Octagon, whatever. You get to decide what that looks like. Nobody gets to tell you what your higher level next self desires. You get to decide that. You get to get honest with yourself. Really honest with yourself. You get to decide. You get to make the choice what it is that you are wanting to do, what your next best steps are. And that's the other thing about this, is that it'll guide you to your next best step. So you're not wondering, oh my gosh, okay, I've got this choice and this choice. I don't know what to do. No. What is it that your next level higher self will tell you to do? What would that person do? And then you get to make a decision from that space as that person, because what your next level self would do is exactly what you're going to be doing.
Yeah.
Right? I have a mic. Can I drop it? Drop the mic.
And I think so many times in our lives, we keep thinking, I want to do this. I want to do this. And we're looking at who we want to be, that next higher level self. And we feel like it's not attainable. And I think we feel that it's not attainable because of the fear we have, because of the areas where we're being stuck. We haven't done the mindset work. We haven't done the deep, deep stuff to figure out why we don't feel like we deserve that.
Exactly.
And we deserve it.
Drop that mic, girl. Drop it. You are so right. We haven't done the mindset work, and we really are deserving. But we have to start believing that too, right?
Yeah.
Like we really have to learn to believe that. It's like a mindset shift. We actually have to talk ourselves into believing that we are worth it and we can be the person that we want to be until we believe that. We just have to keep telling ourselves that. We have to train ourselves. So that's what you guys are going to get.
Yes.
Excited.
So we're so excited. So it starts June 29th. It's a 30-day program, 4 weeks, whatever. It's $197. What else? And you get laser coaching from two people, from both of us. Like, this is amazing.
Yes.
And we're just so excited.
Very excited. So please message Kim if you're interested. We would love to get you some information about what your next steps would be to sign up for the program. And let's do this.
Yeah. All right.
Start thinking about what you're so you can. Start thinking about what your answers are.
Oh, I like that. Okay. Yeah.
Start thinking about that. Start thinking about that. So
yes.
you can what? We want to know about it. And if you're thinking about it, drop it in the comment section, whether you're live on the replay. We want to know. We want to hear about it. So you can.
So that you can.
So that you can.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm from Georgia. We cut off words. So
but sick was better than sick.
Yeah, exactly. It was. Yeah, we don't want sick. No, we didn't want that. No. So that you can start thinking about what it is that your answer is. Your next level answer is. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Like she said, reach out to us and we'll get you all the details. Thank you so much for coming on with me, Aja. I always love talking to you.
Well, you know how I feel. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. Y'all, let me tell y'all this real quick. If anyone has ever seen The Lord of the Rings.
Oh my gosh.
Every time we get on the phone, I don't even say hello. I just say, my precious.
Oh my gosh.
Love it so much. Anyway,
we have so much fun.
I appreciate you all, and yes, we do have an abundant amount of fun. So
yeah,
and you guys are going to get that too. I mean, this energy here, you guys.
Yeah,
please, you want it.
All right. Thanks so much, Aja. Have a great day. Bye.